Coming up next, it's a UFC heavyweight division collision. All right, so here he is, one of the more prolific takedown artists in the UFC at present. And when you get some praise from Daniel Cormier when it comes to your offensive takedown game, you know you're doing something right.
And we talk about wrestlers and judo players and grapplers, but this guy just combines all of that. He is able to use foot sweeps from the grappling game. He is able to use throws from judo, and he's able to use wrestling from the wrestling game to take people down. He has an array of takedowns at his disposal, and he uses every single one of them. From the speed of the level change to the timing to the knowledge of where to go next. When the guy starts to defend, he's truly, truly something special.
I don't think he could take you down, but tonight he doesn't have to. So in this matchup, prevailing wisdom is he'll be able to get this fight to the canvas. All right, so here he is representing the American Kickboxing Academy, the inimitable Khabib Nurmagomedov, and this guy makes his way to the octagon, DC. You run out of time setting up everything he's accomplished, but he always puts that status as an undefeated fighter and UFC champion on the line. He will do so again here tonight.
The moment he walked in the AKA, you understood that there was something special about Nurmagomedov. He was a guy that was always listening. Although he spoke no English, he was always listening and paying attention to try to learn and how to improve himself. And the moment he stepped foot in the gym, he was just open to each and every lesson, and now it's showing over the course of his UFC career. He was undefeated going into the UFC, and he has only built on that and become a champion, one of the most well-rounded fighters in all of the UFC. You know, your college wrestling teammates have told me when you showed up at Oklahoma State, you didn't speak English either. No, I didn't. It was all Southern Creole accent. It was all, hey, my boy.
Right. Well, your English is now very proper, and so is Khabib's, and he's back on the proven ground here tonight, again, trying to prove himself as one of the pound-for-pound greatest fighters on this UFC roster.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon, Herb Dean. This is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out Madison Square Garden Arena in New York City, it's time! 5 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a kickboxer, making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 6 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 246 pounds. Fighting out of New Delhi, India, the Cyclone. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the right corner. This man is a grappler, holding a professional record of 29 wins, no losses. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Fighting out of the Republic of Dagestan, Russia, Khabib the Eagle Nurmagomedov!
You've been given your instructions in the dressing room. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. We will have a clean fight. Touch gloves, let's make it official.
They touch him up, and we are underway.
Ready.
All right, so here we go. This highly anticipated fight is now underway. Looks like a classic matchup of striker versus grappler. Am I simplifying things too much?
In this instance, you aren't, because this is what got these two men to the show.
Right.
One guy is known for his diverse attack on the feet. The other guy is known for his ability to drag the fight to the mat and put his opponents in danger from the very start of the grappling exchanges.
Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by this gentleman. There's no give on that leg kick. Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range.
Oh, that is a nice straight punch by him there. He's got it all going tonight.
No wasted actions, no loopy punches. He's going right to the target.
Nurmagomedov gets hit with a kick. Oh, really using his reach advantage there as he lands the punch, DC. Well, you start to really worry about the wrestling, and there's that left hand from Khabib.
Underrated. I mean, it's a very underrated part of his game, his ability to stand and strike with anybody in the UFC. Straight punch lands.
Well, DC, headgear's not allowed, but he has raised the hands, and he's doing a nice job protecting the belt.
He's doing a great job of blocking his head. A beautiful takedown land.
Oh, nice job using his strength there to posture up. We'll see what he can do now.
He's going to start looking to land big shots from the top.
Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. Both fighters back to their feet now. Nice straight there by Nurmagomedov. And both guys really throwing with authority. Not there. Just over 3 minutes to go in our first round. All right, he'll engage in a single collar tie. So just over 20 total strikes have now landed for Khabib Nurmagomedov.
Nice punch lands over the top.
Well, he got his head snapped back by that straight hand there, and he's shown a vulnerability tonight by leaning right into that punch as he tries to set up his own offense. May want to focus on some defense here moving forward.
Come on now, recover. Let's move that head. Let's move that head.
Well, he continues to do a nice job here defensively protecting the head and sort of maybe letting his opponent gas out a little bit with all the volume.
His opponent sees the target, but he can't get to the target. So he'll continue to throw, and he'll continue to wear on his own gas tank.
All right, single collar tie now. Now he's got the Muay Thai plug. Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense?
You gotta check these low leg kicks. Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this one?
Oh, and there's another leg kick for good measure. So doing a really good job with that weapon here tonight. And if you're trying to slow your opponent down, mission accomplished so far.
When you can land that many leg kicks, you start to affect the movement. You start to affect the hands. Everything changes when you're blasting someone over and over and over with leg kicks, and you're starting to see the damage, not only in the legs, but in the facial expressions of his opponent. Nice punch lands over the top.
Oh, beautiful knee to the body by him there. Again, we talked off the top about his size advantage, and he put it to good use there. Checks the leg kick.
Look at him drive his shin into his opponent's body with that body kick.
Under a minute to go. Oh, really exploiting his reach advantage as he landed the jab there, DC. And he lands a punch there. Pretty good connection by him.
Great connection. He's in a great flow right now. He's got to be careful dipping his head when he's throwing that jab.
Seconds to go. Lands a glancing right hand upstairs. Unable to connect with the right.
He's got to start moving his head. He cannot take this many shots to the head. He lands a big knee to the body.
Pretty good jab there by Nurmagomedov. Both fighters throwing heat now. Round two next.
He doesn't know you have a whole...
All right, so we now look back at some of the action from that previous round, DC. A lot of good highlights on both sides.
I mean, a lot of good highlights from both competitors. They both should be very proud of what they accomplished. But I'm telling you, man, I'm not sure they can keep this up. If they land at this clip for another 5 minutes, somebody's going to sleep.
All right, round 2 is now upon us. Pretty competitive first 5 minutes, I thought.
It's exactly what we expected. We expected when we saw this on the match sheet that these two guys were evenly matched. Let's see who really takes control as we go into the second round.
Oh, you can feel the breeze there. Swinging a miss by Nurmagomedov. Goes upstairs for an elbow. He's got a serious right punch, and he went to it effectively there.
It is his money shot, and he will continue to throw it until he finds a knockout.
All right, he closes the distance, gets the single collar tie.
What a punch.
Oh, you see he's trying to time that counter. Just misses. Oh, nice land there by Nurmagomedov. When he made his UFC debut in 2012, he wasn't striking like that.
No, he did not look like this. That's a credit to his coaches, not only at the American Kickboxing Academy, but at Eagles MMA over in Dagestan.
Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there.
Yeah, he's mixing it all up. Ooh, big shot lands.
Back and forth we go. And he landed the right hand there. And a nice jab there, champ.
The jab was a lost art in mixed martial arts. The guys have found it, and they are fighting behind it real well. Head kick.
Just misses there with the left.
That's a big strike right there.
Big power shot there.
He's throwing every part of himself into these big leg kicks.
Just over 3 minutes to go.
Another clinch position. Watch for the tricky trips that he uses when he's in close.
Well, he was a little bit lackluster in round 1. You can't say the same here in this second round. He has really picked up the pace, an uptick in the aggression and the output, and starting to find his range here in the pocket. Oh, nice job to slip off the center line there. His head movement has been a huge, huge factor defensively in this fight.
You can never be a stationary target, so even if the feet aren't moving, you gotta be ready to slip that head at a moment's notice. Nice kick.
Oh, nice slip there to avoid the punch by Nurmagomedov. Whiffs on the straight right hand.
Nice looping punch. Nice job of hiding that head kick.
All right, he engages in the single collar tie. Eats the elbow there. Hey, finally gets the takedown. It wasn't for any lack of effort, but finally that shot was good enough to get his opponent down.
I don't know how many times, John, I could have watched this guy shoot takedown attempts without securing one. It's almost like out of pity. You feel good for him to finally get it done. Now what does he do with this top control?
Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape.
He's gonna start trying to move to a submission here. It looks like he's trying to attack an arm triangle. Watch triangle, watch triangle. Needs to push the arm to the side. Get his head against the mat. Now watch, as he goes to the finish, watch his chest go to the mat.
And this might just be a matter of time. Wow. All right, right into side control here, DC. Biggest difference between half guard and side control?
Well, side control to me feels like a little bit less control because now my legs aren't really doing anything anymore. Now I'm controlling you with my upper body. So I've got to be very, very aware. It's still advantageous, but it just seems a little more free-flowing than having something like a half guard.
Jockeying for position here in the clinch. Both fighters trying to get a more dominant position. Oh, continuing to work the body to great effect.
Big punch lands. Ooh.
Oh, collar tie. Able to land a looping right. Ooh, found a home for that knee. Oh, big right hand, yes. Finds a home for the left hand there. And that's the end of round number 2. All right, so a crowd-pleasing 5 minutes in the books. DC, take us through some of the highlights.
Punch after punch landed right on his opponent's face. Did a great job of finding his target, locking in, and then getting his fist to the target in that round.
Easy, bud. Breathe. Slow that heart rate down. The cut is not a big deal. You're fine. You're good. Breathe and relax.
All right, here we go with the start of another round. Pretty good previous 2 rounds, I thought.
Yeah, it's been a very competitive fight to this point. Both guys have had their moments, especially in these last 2 rounds. You expect somebody to get ahead, but they've both been so evenly matched. He's still right where we started.
Well, just as he did in the previous round, continuing to land a high number of strikes here, and he hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down. Scary, scary proposition for the opponent.
That right hand hurt him a little bit.
Oh, he landed a beautiful straight punch there, DC. He's got an edge in reach and certainly is making it count in this one. Oh, connects with the 1-2.
Good stick. Real quick leg kick. Big head kick lands.
Oh, and he lands another knee there, DC. It doesn't always pay to be the taller fighter. In this instance, it most certainly did. All right, he engages in a single collar tie here. Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to connect on a lot of shots to the midsection, and these will take their toll as this fight goes into the latter rounds. Nice defense on the single leg takedown. You can tell he's worked on that. And they separate.
Punch over the top.
Back and forth we go here. He blocks the punch. Nice 1-2 there. Nurmagomedov gets caught by that straight punch. His defense has abandoned him tonight. All right, so he's landed some good shots. You hate to be overly critical, but nothing really in terms of combinations tonight.
Well, the jab has been looking great. How about jab, jab, right hand?
Right.
Because eventually you're going to have to put something on your opponent that's going to really make him pause. I believe the jab. What a fantastic strike to throw at the exact right moment. He deserves this moment. Go finish his fight.
Single collar tie. Nicely done there to keep his hands up and block that strike. He's got to protect that cut if he wants to keep the doctor out.
He's got to protect the cut, John, but he's also got to be very aware because if he's got a smart opponent's going to start finding the body now because he knows the hands are really high to try to protect that cut.
Single collar tie now. Well, he continues to do a nice job here defensively, protecting his head, raising the guard, and really frustrating the offensive fighter a little bit.
Lesson 1 in boxing class, hands up, chin down.
Oh, and he lands another strike to the body. Not a ton of real estate there, but he certainly found it.
Good punch lands.
Head off the center line, slips the punch.
That right hand landed.
Nurmagomedov's got a pretty deep bruise now, starting to appear on the right side of his body. His opponent has done a lot of work in that region tonight. Oh, a little single collar tie there. And now they are throwing both sides with conviction. Oh, significant strike attempt there, but a huge block. Nurmagomedov gets tagged with a kick now. Let's see if he can rally. Oh, big left hand there. Well, he is really starting to apply a lot of pressure here down the stretch. Not as much offense earlier in the fight. He is making up for lost time now. Blocks the shot.
Nice straight punch.
collar tie here. Oh, look at that jab. Snapped his head back.
His jab gets to the target so fast, always brings his hands right back to space.
Nurmagomedov gets the takedown. "20 seconds now remain in the round. Strong bottom work here, staying busy. All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. How about this fight, folks? You see, he was nearly caught in a submission there right at the end of the round. Saved by the bell. So back to the stool. Mentally probably not in a great place here. We'll see if he can recover and get himself back into this fight. All right, next round is now underway. I thought there was pretty good back and forth action in the previous frame.
Yes, it wasn't a firefight. It wasn't two guys throwing the kitchen sink at each other. But you did see times when it came together and you saw the skill level of these two fighters.
Just missed with the elbow there. Now connects with a right. Oh, nice combination there by Nurmagomedov. Well, he hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down tonight. He continues to connect on a high volume of strikes here.
Look at him chopping the wood. Chop the woods with those leg kicks.
Oh, really good job by him there to raise the guard, DC, and block those shots coming his way.
He does a great job of blocking all incoming strikes. Can't take many of those, you better check.
Nurmagomedov gets in the clinch yet again. That's a pretty good right hand there by your teammate, Khabib Nurmagomedov.
You're so worried about the wrestling that when the hands come, you're not expecting it. And Khabib lands early and he lands often.
Lands with the ground and pound. All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground. Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now. Well, he gets up again here, but he looks hurt. Oh, nice job to defend the takedown and scramble to his feet. Wow! And just like that, the fight is over.
He got him!
Beautiful shot to end the fight right there. It couldn't have landed much more flush than it did, and I'm not even sure the opponent saw it coming, quite frankly. So, near perfect execution on the strike that ultimately results in the KO here tonight. He's going to enjoy watching this one back. Let's take a look at the replay of the knockout just a moment ago.
It was right hand after right hand after right hand. Finally, he found the one that hit the exact sweet spot that ended his opponent's night.
So a huge result and a seminal moment for him here tonight as he gets the big knockout win. That could hold up as one of the better KOs of the year.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean's going to stop this contest at 1 minute, 37 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by knockout, Khabib Nurmagomedov.
Well, there will be no shutting that smile off tonight. The celebration is on as he gets a huge win by knockout tonight. I got to think there are a few better feelings in the world than walking into an octagon and candidly knocking another man out there.
Yeah, you shut a person's lights off, man. There's nothing like it. Now, I understand a lot of times we hope for the knockout, but he was never hopeful.